Welcome to this week's edition of the Fordham Ram Roundup with the Fordham men's soccer team and head coach Jim McElderry. Jim, almost 25% through the season already. It's been a blur through the first 4 games. How would you grade your team's performance so far through these first 4 games?
I think our record speaks for itself. We're just kind of figuring things out. We're still struggling scoring goals, not because of lack of effort or we've had chances. We've created a lot of corners. We forced some keepers to make some saves, but it's just not happening for us right now. We've got to just put our heads down and get back to work and keep competing and see if we can turn those real chances into goals and some half chances into shots on goals. But we just got to keep our heads down, keep working, and hopefully our senior group can really ride us through some of the tough early times right now.
I know the last couple of games, I've noticed the defense getting a little bit more involved in the attack. Matty Lewis jumping into attack. Vincenzo and Chris Bazzini on the wings joining the attack. Is that something you guys have focused on to try to create more scoring chances, to give those forwards more of a chance to get them involved?
Yeah, I think so, and I think it's a little bit of our opponents as well. I think they see someone like Janos who has a lot of accolades, and they're trying to get enough bodies around him, so that creates space elsewhere on the field for some of our other players. Columbia was a good example of that. I thought after they scored an early goal, they kind of dropped off and really tried to lock things down centrally in the middle of the park, so that made more space for our guys out wide. But we've got to punish teams for allowing us to do that. Can we get those guys forward? Can they be creative and earn us some good service and some corners? So every game is different, and I think as you have success, teams try to adjust to you, and it becomes more challenging. But that's okay. We've just got to deal with it and get on with it.
Chance to get back on track tomorrow night against Lafayette. Patriot League opponents, always a tough matchup against the Patriot League schools for soccer. What are you expecting out of tomorrow night's matchup against Lafayette?
Yeah, I expect it to be real tough. They came here last year and beat us at our place, so we know they've got some very good players. They've had guys that have scored against us, so we're well aware that they've got potential to score goals and to win. So it'll be tough. This is our 5th game in a row on the road, which has been challenging, but also it's forced us to learn a lot about our group and who's up for the challenge of competing on the road in tough environments, whether it's at St. John's or at Columbia or at Duke, whatever it may be, or at Lafayette tomorrow. It's not easy. So this is our last of 5 to kick off the season. So we'll be looking to go in there and continue to try to get better and hopefully come out with a result for sure. That's the main goal.
We continue Ram Roundup with our player interview with senior Vincenzo Zuccala. Vincenzo, so far, almost 25% already the way through the season already. How would you grade out how the team has done so far through the first 4 games and heading into Game 5 on Friday?
Well, coming in after preseason, I thought we looked pretty good. We were pretty fit. Going to the first maybe 4 games, it's kind of been like a roller coaster ride for us. We've gotten a tie, 2 losses, and a big win against St. John's. That kind of really rivaled us up. But we're really looking forward to this next game against Lafayette, and I think we're all ready to show that we're a top team again, and we know what we have to do to get the win.
Out of those first 4 games, 2 clean sheets for the defense, a very experienced defense, 3 seniors on the back line, including yourself. How much of a key is that every single time for this team to put forth that consistent defensive effort on the back end?
Well, we know what we have to do going in every game. That's just work our tails off and be that first structure of the team. Because if it comes good from us from the back, we know that we're going to help our teammates in front of us be confident and give them as much success and chances to be successful and have a lot of opportunities for us to win. And if we're solid in the back, we know then that's going to lead to more success in general.
I know Jim always talks about the defense maybe being a little aggressive, helping that offensive attack. Against St. John's, Matty Lewis joins the rush, gets the assist on the game-winning goal. Against Columbia, you jumped into the rush a couple times down that right wing side. What's the biggest key for one of those defenders to kind of jump into the rush and help out the offense and get things going on the offensive end?
I think it's so important because, you just look at the size of our back four. And we have a lot of experience and a lot of talent and just a lot of aggression. So if we can push that forward, it's only going to help Janos or Yannick get into good spots like we did in St. John's and have more opportunities. Pushing Matty Lou was a big thing going up. Myself, I drop back and let him just go because when they go, we know it's going to create something really special.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Vincenzo. Good luck on Friday night against Lafayette, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this week's edition of the Fordham Roundup with the men's soccer team. Special thanks to head coach Jim McElderry and Vincenzo Zuccala for joining us. Fordham men's soccer team only game this week is on Friday night against the Lafayette Leopards down in Easton, Pennsylvania. Game time is set for 7 p.m. Live stats and live video links are on FordhamSports.com. You can also follow the game on Twitter at Fordham Soccer. For the Fordham Ram Roundup, I'm Scott Kwiatkowski, and we'll see you next time.